All right, so this is part 2 of this. Part 1 was actively cleaning this thing, because this thing was actually gross. You can see what kind of shape it's in. It's not in good shape. So this, replacing this with this. Hopefully it's the same. It looks the same, but it also looks different. So when you move everything from here to here. All right, start with the battery. We'll start with the battery, get that moved over. My biggest concern with this is actually this piece of copper here. Oh, thank you, Emily. I need to do that. Let's get this battery out of here, and I'll explain to you why a little bit. I'm probably gonna do something wild, like put like duct tape on it.
Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel.
So, battery out, off to the side. We keep those screws together. And let's pull our speakers. Got 1, we got 2, 3, we got 4. And we're just gonna move this directly over to this location. That goes there. Like this side just fell into place. Screws in there. Yes, there's usually a black sticker on it. But during the process of working on it, it was so dirty that I pulled it off. So right now I have a glove separating it. All right, next let's do this daughter board. Get this out of here. I'll leave that off to the side for now. Motherboard. This cable disconnected. This cable disconnected. Yeah, so you can see this side of the board is completely bare. And you can see that it normally does make like a physical contact with it, but it is... there's normally something there covering it. So I need to figure out something. Because I don't want to just leave this against this bare metal. The first time that someone goes and presses on it, it's going to make contact and it's going to short. So I'm going to figure out what I can put there. I can probably just cut a sheet of paper and put a sheet of paper there, because that would provide the electrical insulation. Have a good night, Emily. Alright, so we'll tackle that in a second. Like I said, I'm probably going to just cut a sheet of paper and put a sheet of paper there. That'll provide the adequate separation that we're worried about. Get that out of here. Wi-Fi cables. This thing has seen much, much, much better days. Alright, that cable, and make sure we got to route these things. Thank you, Emily. This cable goes down here, under there. Under there. Come on, get under there. And over there. And this one kind of does the same thing on this side. Over, around. Over, around, and now it's ready to meet up with our motherboard. So let me grab a sheet of paper. Yeah, I know I have to move that. Well, it's not. So that little purple piece that you were seeing on there was it's a thermal pad. So let me see if I can just get this off of here. And we'll get it moved over. Because it's a thermal pad specifically for the CPU die. So that's, I moved that onto there now. Alright, so let's quickly just that should be adequate. And let's just take a little bit off of this side. Maybe the follow. There we go. And then we're literally just going to use the screws that hold this in to just punch right through, because it doesn't matter. All we're trying to do is prevent direct electrical connection between one component and another where this copper plate is. That's all we're trying to do. Top cable, top cable, top cable, top cable, top cable, top cable, top cable. Alrighty. We used to be like a lot cheaper, but we had to get more expensive. Alright, remember when we're looking at these, it tells you on the hinge where the screws go, so just make sure you put them back in the same places. It's going to be aggravating is if I put this back together and it's doing the same thing, and then I'm like, hey, it's actually the motherboard. And they say, how much is it to replace the motherboard? And I say, I'll buy you a new one. Hinges in. Well, let's, before we go any farther, let's get some stuff hooked back up and get this thing tested. Get a couple screws in there. Okay, motherboard screws in, all of those cables connected for the battery so it doesn't flop about. They seem to be working. Hey, the keyboard works now. Let's put the last of these battery screws in, put the last of these motherboard screws in, get this daughter board installed, and then get this thing out of here. Move on to the next one. This is, I believe this is one of the cables that actually goes to the bottom of the motherboard. So that's in there. This over and down. Get the rest of these motherboard screws installed. Alright. right, and this is basically good to go. Done. Looks all pretty, unlike this screen, which has been ravaged. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.